There's the start of the second half.
Santos are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Chiellini. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Rijkaard. Messi. Palmer. Bellingham. Hullet. And it's Palmer. Now it's Raul. And here's Bellingham. Messi. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Bellingham. Raul. He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Raul really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then.
Teremos uma substituição.
Neymar goes short. It'll be a throw-in.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Knocks it into space. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Substituição em campo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 17. Camisa
Santos
20.
will have one
Camisa
further
11.
opportunity to make a substitution
Camisa
after this,
23.
their latest change.
Deixando o campo para a
Well,
entrada
that defending
de
is
camisa
unapologetically
7.
persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Camisa 9. Camisa 21.
Well, the chip pass hasn't quite
Camisa
come off.
6. Camisa 19. Substituição.
And he's managed to get free. He's had a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. But they've got it again. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Now it's Romario. Now it's Neymar. That is very well defended. And it's Hullet. Ronaldinho. Hullet! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that certainly packed a punch. Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in. is their second corner of the game. Cleared without hesitation. And he's in on goal. Chooses to go back. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Chips it through.
Santos really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Vieira. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Leicester kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Pelé. That's a good ball out wide. Good ball, good take. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Now, what has happened here? Look at the space here. Goes for a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Now it's Romario. Leicester gets over and intercepts. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. And he's managed to get rid.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Ferdinand
acréscimo.
calmly anticipates. 2 minutes to be added on. Pull it. Pelé driving forwards. Oh, super ball. It's a mighty effort. What about that? And that might well be that. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That's that, the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Your reflections then, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Well, Jim, there have been quite a few lethal front threes down the years, but this man, Neymar, might have been a part of the best of them all.
I would say so. I mean, they won the treble in 2014-15, so it's hard to argue against that.
In the first season, they played together too.
All three of them had great seasons, but I can't forget that game against the battle-hardened boys from Madrid, where they all scored.
Neymar got the first one, of course. The pass into him looked lucky, but was apparently intentional.
That's what they all said.
Now it's Vieri. That's good play. And it's Ed Nielsen. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. And here's Vieri. Now, can they get him away? Now, can he find a finish? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Hullet. Oh, that was vital. Chance here to counter. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Probing pass. Well read, nice interception.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
And this is Hullet. Spread it left. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nesta is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Referee's given a throw. And here's Neymar. That is lovely. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar. It's not an especially good pass, that. And he's managed to get free. Very nicely done. Messi. Oh, what a ball! Takes a shot! Raul. He came in hard, very hard. And here's Raul. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now a great chance! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Gets a good foot in there. Pele. Now he's got space here. Well timed, excellent interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. Good effort from distance.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Driving forward. Oh, good read.
That was...
And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we're underway again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
It's Pele! Oh, that was no routine save.
Pele actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Santos have their second corner now. And he's taking no chances there. And it's Vieira. And here's Hullet. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Hullet. Ferdinand, always a very imposing presence at the back. Oh, that's clever. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's nice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's shifting through the gears here. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. And this is Hullet. Hullet! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Neymar. Now a droll. Neymar. He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shot could be on. Driving through the middle. Chiellini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Messi. Now it's Vieri. And this is Messi. It's a pretty loose pass. He can get that clear. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Raul. McTominay. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. It's Raul! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Raul. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
He's had it taken off him. Messi. He's got away.
Mirasol really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now there's a fine ball. Neymar. Nicely aimed pass. Now that's well seen too. Rijkaard. Pele. And he's surging through. Hullet. Neymar. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That has not gone well. And it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given.
Substituição em campo.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Camisa 23. Camisa 20.
Promising position. Cross goes in there. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Camisa 21. Camisa 10. Camisa 7.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pele.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Palmer. And the counter is on. And he welcomes it in. And that is as far as it goes. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Your reflections then, Jim?
Santos can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Begley.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. And Messi! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Pelé. Pelé going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, we're in the presence of a true great of Italian football.
You're talking Bergami?
Yeah, he can perform anywhere across the back four, and thanks to his discipline, he makes it all look seamless. Incredibly dogged and determined.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the finish! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Now it's Vieri. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pelé receives it in a good position here. Raul. Now it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Raul, herring. Oh no, what has happened here? Can he finish? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Raul usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Ferdinand. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Raul has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on. Chance for a shot! Goal! Santos! And Santos take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Santos are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. That's really well manoeuvred. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Engages and forces him off the ball. Bullet aims beyond the defence. And this is Pelé. He is through here. Tries a shot. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Neymar.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
And he's away. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's forced to go back. Chiellini is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. He's found the way through. Judge, surely! Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neymar. Pelé. That's good vision. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that's nice. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Passing is crisp and sharp. Showing good feet. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go back.
Chance! Messi! From another a finish of the highest order. They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Neymar. Now it's Raul. Now it's Pelé. Raul. That is a brilliant interception. And it's Neymar. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Turns and goes back. Edmilson. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So there was the first half.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And that's the second half started. Looking for options, for movement. And he's in on goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Raul is offering a right smile there.
Messi. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Vieri.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Vieira. That's Maldini. Santos ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. He has a look out. Neymar has it out wide and in space. And we have our very first corner. Santos have the chance to go the other way. It's Neymar! Oh my word, that is quite something! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Great chance! Glorious! He's got himself an absolute peach. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 23. Camisa 11. camisa 17, camisa 22, Neymar, camisa 20, deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to...
Just the goalkeeper's a beat. She's having a shot! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Bullet clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Mbappe. Santos perhaps contemplating their next change here. He's got away. He's cut it out. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Ronaldinho with the foul. Ronaldinho, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Chiellini. Vieira. And it's Ferdinand. And here's Owen, steaming on goalwards. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Mirasol really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Played back into the centre. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And this is Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, unlucky. There's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal. There they go, hunting again.
Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask.
Oh, good take and a good hit. He'll try to keep this alive.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, it's come loose. And here's Ibrahimovic. Mbappe. Now it's Romario.
This is the time you need that pace.
Neatly clipped into space. And that is expertly dealt with. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Substituição.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Tries to play it through. And no, that was never going to make it. And he's there to retrieve it. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Well, it can be a real threat inside the box. Palmer. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. It's Rui Costa! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. That's a sharp pass. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Vieri. And here's Messi. He's picked his way through. And this is Raul. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. Up he goes! He's done very well to get to that.
Edmilson is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And this is Messi. He's having a shot! Messi! Genius!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it. I doubt very much that this was in the script. No question, that's a foul. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. Vieri. Good running, strong and purposeful. McTominay did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He has found the way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That has been slung wide. Raul. Great vision. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his way.
Messi! Oh, that is beautiful! About as smooth as it gets. And they're at it again in double quick time. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. Santos are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's a sharp little ball here. Ferdinand makes the interception. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And the pass is intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass. Couldn't squeeze it through. McTominay. That's Maldini. And it's Chiellini. Vieira. And it's Hullet. And he's got the beating of his man. And Hullet! Oh, that was no routine save.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Messi gets good distance on it. Raul, Vieira. Time and again they are repelled. And here's Hullet. Neymar. Pele! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Pele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. Neymar goes short. Neymar. Lovely feet. No way through, so back. Decent chance! And another try! And he gets rid in a hurry. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira was in no mood for any of that. And it's Neymar. Tries to pass it through. Messi. And he whips it in.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Now it's Hullet. Now it's Pelé. Neymar wins the duel this time. Raul is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Neymar, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Neymar. Now it's Pelé. And it's Hullet. Now it's McTominay. Neymar. Knocks it into... There's the shot! Goal! And right on half-time, that is telling. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
We have got us. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And the second half gets underway.
Santos really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That's a dangerous ball. Cross. Oh, what a climb! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Pelé. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Neymar is fouled. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, that's a key interception. And this is Pelé. Probing pass. And he welcomes it in. And Hullet! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 3 coming up. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, played right into his path. Neymar. Neymar plays it in. And he's there to clear it. And this is Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, it's gone in!
No, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
substituição em campo. Camisa
Both sides then
24.
taking this chance to turn to their benches. So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Camisa 7. Ronaldinho.
And it's Pullet.
Camisa 21. Camisa 6.
Santos still have the cards to affect this game.
Substituição em andamento.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Pullet. Haaland. Ribery. That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Ibrahimovic. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. That's a good ball out wide. Aimed beyond the defence. Delivery from Mbappe. Haaland is flagged offside. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Not got that quite right. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get it through? And a chance! Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away? Pullet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, this is a real chance! And the finish! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Teremos uma substituição.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Messi gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
It's a wow moment. Now that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
Looking for the run. He is through here. Ball comes in. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. So, third corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Is there any... Takes a shot! Well, that is one way to stop him. Mbappe was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He's got away. He stands tall and strong. Now it's Neymar, looking to go deep. Nice interception, well timed. Ribery, nicely shaped ball. That's good vision. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Ribery takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Quality ball. And it's Eto'o, foot in. Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Ronaldinho. Gullit, and this is Gullit, and this is Ibrahimovic! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So their fourth corner of the game. Ronaldinho plays it short. It's a pretty loose pass. And that is as far as it goes. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not